Zirkzee Simhan, Højlund Sancho, and Viktor Gyökeres. What on earth is happening at Manchester United right now? The transfer window is going absolutely wild, and trust me, you do not want to miss this one. Joshua Zirkzee is going to be the topic of a deep dive later today. We'll be taking a closer look at whether he can genuinely be the number 9 Manchester United need next season. Some fans are already tipping him to explode, with one comment calling him the next R9. Now with Viktor arriving and Cunha already here, is there space for Zirkzee to lead the line? He's described himself as a 9.5, whatever that means, but we'll break it all down in our upcoming video. Until then, hit like, share, and subscribe. Viktor Gyökeres and Hugo Ekitike continue to be floated as alternatives if United decide to let Rasmus Højlund leave. Though a move for Gyökeres seems unlikely, Ekitike's name keeps popping up. If Højlund goes, we absolutely need another striker lined up. No way United start the season with just Chicho, Zirkzee, and maybe Viktor pushed centrally. Rasmus Højlund could be on his way out of Old Trafford, but only if the price is right. Inter Milan reportedly offered a loan with an option to buy, which United turned down flat. They want a permanent deal, no messing about. Some outlets, like United Focus, say that Inter even offered a player in return during negotiations. But unless United have a replacement ready, this one feels unlikely. That said, Laurie Whitwell has hinted Højlund's exit isn't totally off the table this summer. Jadon Sancho could finally be Juventus bound. According to Marco Giordano, the winger is close to agreeing personal terms with Juve, and United have reportedly accepted a £25 million offer. The deal could wrap up next week when sporting director Giuntoli returns to Europe. Wages were always a sticking point. Chelsea apparently offered £90,000 a week, which Sancho rejected, but Juve might stretch closer to his £250,000 demands. A move makes sense for all parties, and it frees up cash for other reinforcements. John Victor, the Botafogo goalkeeper, is another name on United's radar. Football Insider claims United scouts tracked him during the Club World Cup, where he kept a clean sheet against PSG, becoming only the second keeper to do so this year, alongside Alisson with a release clause of just under £6 million. He could be a bargain backup to Onana, let's be honest. Bandier hasn't exactly inspired confidence, and Onana still has his doubters. John Victor might just be a low-risk insurance policy. Kabi Mainu is getting a lot of love in the chat. One fan says he's so moldable and young he should start alongside Bruno. I agree. Selling Mainu shouldn't even be up for discussion. The kid's got it all. Viktor Gyökeres was name-dropped again. One viewer reckons we'll win the league if we land him. And hey, stranger things have happened. But let's be real, United are still miles behind rivals like Liverpool, City, and Arsenal, and all of them have improved. Arsenal signing Sesko fills their biggest gap. We've made moves, but the gap is still wide. Bryan Mbeumo is inching closer to becoming United's second summer signing. A new, improved bid over £60 million went in earlier this week, and unless there's a late hiccup, he should be a Red before July 7th, the first day of preseason training. United want him in from day one, ideally ready for the tour. Only thing left to iron out is payment structure, upfront cash versus Adon's butt. United and Brentford are nearly there. Matheus Cunha and Mbeumo together have cost United around £120 million. Yes, they're both over 25, a shift from Ratcliffe's by the next MBAP vision, but United need results now. After finishing 15th, you can't just buy potential, you need proven quality, and that's exactly what these two offer. Goals, assists, experience. The attack already looks sharper with them in it. Aiden Heaven, signed for just £1 million from Arsenal, proved to be a rare success story. He was supposed to be one for the future, but made an immediate impact. Unfortunately, not all young signings hit like that, hence the move for experienced players like Cunha and Mbeumo. United needed ready-made attackers, not more maybe. Shane Gates asked if signing players like Mbeumo and Cunha could attract strikers. Of course. These guys bring assists and presence in the final third. If you're a striker, having that creativity behind you is a dream. They don't just score. They carry the ball, create danger. It's a whole new look for United's attack. Manchester Evening News reports United broke their own transfer rule by signing 2 players over 25. George Smith's opinion piece says it makes sense. After all, you can't rebuild from 15th without adding experienced heads. First Cunha, now Mbeumo. United are going bold early in the window, and it's refreshing to see. Liverpool, as always, have stirred the pot. Some outlets say they're eyeing Viktor Gyökeres, but TNT Sports claim otherwise. With deals for Jeremy Frimpong and Florian Wirtz already in progress, Liverpool supposedly aren't in the race. Though, if you Google it, you'll still find links, most of them traced back to the Sun. So take that with a giant grain of salt. Viktor Gyökeres, still on United's radar, may finally be forcing Sporting's hand. Reports say he's ready to down tools, demanding a transfer. That could work in United's favor, especially as he knows Ruben Amorim's system inside out. But the sticking point remains the fee. After Mbeumo's deal, United's budget is near empty. Any Gyökeres move would depend on sales. Sporting Lisbon have apparently lined up Luis Javier Suarez as a replacement, signaling they expect Gyökeres to leave. Despite scoring over 50 goals last season, there's been less interest than expected, maybe due to his age 27 and low resale value. The Portuguese league's reputation and concerns about the quality of some of his goals haven't helped either. Federico Varandas, Sporting's president, publicly denied any gentleman's agreement allowing Gyökeres to leave for below his €65 million clause. He stated clearly, no offers last season, and none now. That led to a reported fallout between player and club, and now Gyökeres seems to be pushing for a move.